Hello, Professor. This is Anupam Rai. We're gonna start to demo our presentation, and here Ian and Sheila is with me, and also Kajol is joining with us. And now Ian gonna explain the ER diagram of our project, the Sabo Books app.
Now I will start the ER diagram for our project. This is our ER diagram. Here we have one user table. That table is provided by .NET default. And there we have some roles also for handling the seller buyer, also some admin module. And we have some extra token claim, but we just escape it now. And we have another table that is user for the login. For our purpose, we create that table for keeping the credit card information from the user. This is our user table. Actually, here we and the default user table we have only username, email. So we need user's full name, sometime address also, or the credit card number also, or maybe some others location also. That's why we create this table. And this table is related to that table. Whenever we register as a new user, then it will affect both tables simultaneously. Then we have one book table for anyone want to sell any book, then it will go here. And this book table is related to the order because whenever any book sold, then here we have one column that that book sold one sold copy or something, then it will go here that this book sold one quantity or two quantity. And we have some others that we have this whoever the posted the book, he can put that book condition about is this new book or used book. So we do have this book condition predefined table. Also this book is for which area, maybe engineering, medical. And also maybe we can put the specify area of this book, like this is for a computer or this is for business. And also maybe we can put the institution name also, that this Sentinel College try to study from this Sentinel College actually anyone put this book. For also the which branch we put this book. We have this kind of facility for these things every in diagram. And now we will go for the API. Hello sir, now I am going to explain some API functionality. Uh, Here we have API with user with role. Actually, roles means we have to during login we need to know that this user is an employee or the mobile user or something. So that's why we put it user with role. If we go for that get thing, here is we can test these things that this is working. Here we can see that so many users are registered in our system. All the data here we can read these things from our mobile app. And this is a simple get thing. Now we can do the login thing. Here we have to put the email address and password. And if we put email address and password and post it this event, then it will give me the user output that is valid or not. It will give me that yeah, it's a success. Also this profile count. Also we need some data during login, so that's why we have to put this credit card information, because maybe you want to buy something, then this credit card information can be forward from here. You not need to type again. And this is the logout function, we can call it from the mobile. And this is the for registered user. If you want to register with new user, then maybe we just registered something like new user. Try it out, sorry. Yes. This is new, so user ID could be blank or 0. And I put my password, email address and phone number. And this role should be I am registered as a user. So now I just go for execute. Now it will give me the result that yeah, user has been saved successfully, and also this is my data whatever saved in a database. This is the registered user, and maybe if we need sometimes, then we can read any user ID by this API. Like I have the, okay, here is a, I cannot read the user ID here. I can read the user ID from here. Like this is one user ID. Then we can put this user ID in a backend during login. So if we want to delete this user or from the admin module, actually that's why we have these things. Maybe I put this ID here, and it will give me that user data here. And also we can delete the user ID, and also we can update the user ID by this API. And yeah, we need to register and also put some our credit card, but our credit card information is our own table, not .NET default table. So that's why we have to put another these things post update profile. So here we put our existing user ID and also all the credit card number, password, phone number. So we can register with these things through phone. We will demo it through the phone. And now remaining API functionality, I think Ian can give the description.
Hi, Professor. Here is Ian. I'm in charge to introduce you some APIs features that we have so far. We would like to focus on books. That is the core of our software. Here, as you can see, you can get the list of the books. Since you specify the format that you want to have to get back the information, you could be in JSON XML files. The second one is what they want a detailed information about one book. And the third one is for updating a book, specifying the ID. The delete is for the same reason. And post is when you want to create a new book, and the book object information is passed through the body of the HTTP. And in here we are going to show you deeply two functionality. As you can see, we have two APIs for searching engine. Okay. The difference between them that the second one is shorter than the first one. They work in the same way, okay? Because this first one is going to give you back the image of the books. So it's a little bit heavy, and we decide to preserve the data trafficking, and that's why you have two APIs like that. So, Professor, after some technical problems about the mouse pointer, we are back. I hope you can see the mouse pointer on the screen because so far I was explaining and my movements were not showing up for you. We are going to demonstrate you book API working. So we're going to try out in format. So as you can see, a couple of bugs are being here. That's the image field that I told you before. That's why we decide to build another API for search engine. Okay, so we have something already done here that we prepared. Oh, that's one. Okay, yes. Thank you.
For posting or
for posting,
yeah,
yes. Copy and post. Yeah, here is the post. The team viewer is here. Okay, so
control it, delete it, yeah,
paste. Okay, so
this is business one book. Okay, now just
yes, business one book. Yes. Well done. So
is it now one below? Yes.
Yes, that's that's why I pushed the button twice.
Yeah, double time. Okay, we just modify some data.
Yes, so
here business 2, then it's the new book.
Yes, copy. Now let's scroll down. a little bit. But yeah, it's
This is the
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Post.
Yeah. Go
Of
up,
course,
yeah, go post.
post.
Try it out. Yeah.
Control A.
Yes. Just make it at first. No, not at all. Yeah. Control V. Now just execute one time. Oh, just a minute. There is extra bracket on top. Yeah. Now execute.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Just go down.
That request. What's going on?
Book condition ID need to be valid. Okay, we have to put this book is new or not. So we have to check our current book condition ID. This is actually the drop down, but here we don't know the drop down. We have book condition of new book for 1, like new is 2. So we put 2.
We put 2.
Okay, then. And there is a comma.
No,
yeah, this is the error. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, now just execute.
So let's execute now.
Yes. Now it's showing that this is a new book, book 2, and we are not uploading any photo here. That's why it's a null, and the new book ID is 18.
Yeah. The problem that our example was missing a comma. So the problem was between the computer and the chair. So that's fine. So far. So we are going to show you how the search string is working. And try it out. So basically the search string is going to pass the user. This number is the user ID who is logged in the application. Okay, because the idea is to return all books, less any book from the same user. That's the idea. So whatever the records that we get back wouldn't belong to this user who is logged on the application. So we're going to execute again. So as you can see, we have all the books that have the word book. So since that's not the user ID one, so we have the book ID 16, but it's belonging another user ID.
Yeah, it's go down.
The user is not coming back.
Oh yeah, it's shortlisted. That's why.
Yes.
It's shortlisted.
Okay, let's go with order.
So
you can take it user ID on the main.
Yes. So here we have orders. As you can see, that's the order generated by the system. That's when the user decides to execute purchasing process. So the order is generated having the user and the seller data. So here you can get all the orders that's our red symbol.
Here we have order ID, book ID, how many quantity, price, and also this payment form means if payment from credit card or Visa card. Yes. Also user ID means who bought this book, and seller ID means who posted these books.
Yes.
And there are some cancellation payment. This is advanced feature. We will talk it later.
Would you like to add anything?
No, we can post it from mobile later.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Post it later.
Professor, I guess, will be more the same.
Yeah.
Basically, the APIs as most of people
all tables say post, put, and everything actually. It will be defined. Okay.
Okay, profs, let's start with, I think Sheila and Ian did a good effort in API and the things. And in that stage, I like to make you clear like how we're gonna maintain our backend part, especially the persistence layer with the database. So here, Sheila and Ian maintaining a database in cloud, and I like to show you these things. Here is the database, and if you notice, this is the database name. It is in cloud, and also in the meantime, you came to know like we are using API, and this is API also in cloud. So if anyone download the apps, so they can use our our web apps function with funny things. Sorry, Professor. There is some misunderstanding. Like I think the recorder is not recording, and I just keep talking, and that's why I said it's funny. Anyway, uh, okay. So let's see. Here is our mobile app,
Go for registration.
and if we go sign in, and then here, if we give anything, for example. At gmail.com. gmail.com and give any password, for example, and then what it says. So it says invalid email or password for credential purpose. So this is our so for that reason, if any new user, so he need to go in registration.
But you can type.
Okay, then click here for new user, and then it needs a valid email, for example. Okay, so before using here, like, okay, I'm gonna write my Sentinel email ID here, a r o y roy 34 at my dot CNTENNIAL Sentinel COLLEGE college dot ca, and then
Password should be.
password is like it will be, I mean, alphanumeric with a special key. So I write a nu at 123, and phone number, my phone number is 64770471186. And okay, before that I like to show you the screen of the database, whether this kind of things is there or not.
This is our .NET users table. Here we have now. This is the ASP.NET user for .NET, and here we have now 28 rows, and this is alphabetically ordered. Here is we don't have that a row some user, and also we have another table for credit card, keeping the credit card information during registration. Here also we don't have that email address, so only two not on a row. So now we check, and here we have only 14 rows now.
So I'm gonna click register button, and then now is updating profile. Oh, okay, before that I like to go again on there, like whether it's entered or not.
Hello. Now we can see here if we execute again, before is a 28 row, but now if we execute again, sorry, I can see something. Yeah, this is now 29 rows, and this is my new entry. It's a user ID is generated by hashcode. This is, and also all this entry are here, like a email address, password, is hashing here, and also the phone number put, and also the password and email address here. But we need some more, the credit card number or first name, last name. That's why we have this table, but we are not updating profile still now. We will update now.
So Professor, actually we make a lot of validation and use case by our API, and now we need to, I mean, add more information to the, I mean, profile. And here I write, for example, ANUPOM, Anupam, and last name is Roy, and credit card is these things, and if I say update profile, so it's gonna add and update the profile. Now we are redirecting to the login to log in the apps.
Now go for the user table. Now I just execute this one. There is a before here is a 14 rows, but if I replace this one, but now here is a 15 rows and new user ID will be A Roy. This is the last one because we added is the last, and here is the first name, last name. We will skip the middle name here because this is not mandatory, and the address field is also not mandatory. And this is email, also some phone number, credit card number, and also so many fields actually here. We just skip that now.
Okay, Professor. Now we're gonna log in with our credential, whatever we created few minutes earlier, and that is a Roy 34 at my.cntenni. And password is and then sign in. Yeah, profile found. So here we have show books, and also we can search books here as per our business requirement, and also we can have menu bar here. We can choose the menu if anyone like to sell any books or show the book list. Book list is already here, and these kind of things.
Now we just show at first our search engine. Here, as I can see the database that there is a how many books there. I saw there are some books like engineering or marketing or business. So maybe I can search for marketing. If I go there, then it will show me this marketing books. Yeah, this is the marketing book, and you see this price is here. This $23, so it's put here this price or all the information from there. Actually, we put some dummy description here and some publisher dummy also. And if we can search for a non-existing book, maybe I can search these things. And then that nothing appear on that screen. Okay, now we can go for the maybe we are already found our book here. Then we can go for any books detail view. That for checking the details about this book, what is the name, what is the description, and what is the price. And now we can go for the checkout for ordering this book. And as I put my name on a login screen, that Anupam Roy, and here you saw that credit card number and phone number, these two are coming from that login is registered. During registration I put these things, yeah, but if I want I can change my credit card number here if I want. But if same card, then I have to not put again. And also for credit card we need to put for validation purpose we need to put our address for billing address. So that's why we put this field here. This is for not for our database, this is for validation purpose. And this is the card's expiry date. Then before confirm I want to go for database, that is this order book is ordered or not. Go for order table. Here I saw the sorry. Yeah, this is now I can show that there is only 3 order. Now I just go for the apply for new order. Then if I confirm this order, they said that this order is successful, and this is some message predefined. But if we execute now again, then we can see that there is a new order. And also here we put that new order ID, one quantity, also how many price. And here the creation date is 2 days, this is 14th in April. And also the book ID, whatever actually we link with that previous book is 3. And we can see that book actually from here that we searching for marketing books. Its ID is 3. So this is the marketing books. So this ID is forwarded here, and also whoever log in here, that seller ID is here, and this is the user ID. Actually, I created. It's my ID. What I for my order that I create. I post this order for my purchasing. So this is the for order.
And we have another important use case is here, like sell books. So in sell books, we need to first we like to show you the database first. Oh, there is a problem. Okay, Professor. So here is the books table, and here we seen like we have 18 books, and now we again go back to the here, and for example, new books is like C, just
Programming.
okay, or programming C P. Programming C and description
Beginner.
for beginners.
Album number should be 10 or 15 digits, 10 to 15. Another 2. Yeah.
And then publisher.
Publisher should be minimum 5 character. Okay.
Home publisher. And then edition is
1 to something. Edition should be 2. Use this second edition, so not at 0. Yeah.
okay. 2.
Then quantity should be 1.
Quantity is 1. And then price is like 226. And if we save it,
yeah, just go for the home page now. Just refresh this script. Okay, I will refresh this script. You just check. Yeah, go on there. This is programming
here is programming
C. Also, you can see it from home page also in a below. You can go for app. Just go down.
So
yeah, this is program C, and we have not updated any picture here, so that's why we put some default picture who has no picture.
Exactly. So Prof, actually, yes, I mean, share all of our code to GitHub, so you can access the code and you have better understanding. But still, we're gonna explain a little bit, and it is like. It is like we have the utility packages, and here we try to keep all the utilities, and here the activities things here is done, and I also like to give you demo a little bit later on about all the testing what we figured it out so far, and we also like do some try to do some black box testing with okay, let me show you the tools I installed for these things. Android is always delay. Yeah, Robotium recorder, but somehow is a little bit problematic at the end of the time. But we try to, I mean, do black box testing, also some unit testing, JUnit testing, and also we have like a lot of resource file. Here is drawable folder, and this is the layout, and here is the menu folder where we have some XML menu to creating the menu all over the application, and also we have some values where we are using all the styles from this folder. So styles folder is here, and we try to avoid to put any hard-coded data in some cases, and also this is the string to avoid the string file is to avoid the hard-coded data, and also like styles. And we also work on the Gradle script to configure our application and to give some configuration and transcriptor. And also we work on manifest file where we give permission to internet access and so that it can access okay okay, professor. So here is the code, and if we start from main activities, so this is the landing page of our mobile apps. And here we use menu. This one is the menu, and just a menu and a just image, that's it over there. And if we see, and also if I like to show you the books activity, so in books activity here we use the API to grab all the books. And
uh, uh, now we can go for that show book button or search book button event. Here we have this books activity. Here we have this button click event, and we read some array list here, and we have some view here, recycle view. I can see that this is our view here. This is the tiles view. Just we have maybe one book like this way. So for connecting with this book ID, title ID or price, we just call another activity, say recycle adapter. Here actually we read all the API for the binding all the books in backend. Here we just declared it as a data, as a local data. Then we just go on create event. We will bind some books on a during the loading that phase. Here we go for this API. Here is the get item. Actually, all the book is pushed here. We have this book tape. This is slow.
yeah,
Now this is my book class. Whatever we put for the tiles view here, that just title, description, and price and emails. And we read this book from this background worker utility function. This is our API link that we found that JSON format, whatever Ian described before. And here we just go for this data, read this data as a JSON array, and now we need to fill up all this list book, whatever I declared as a book class. All these images should be here, just added here one by one for during creation of new book. And yeah, but it should be done in a background, so we don't know when it's finished. So whenever it's finished, it's called that post execute method. So in this event we know that yeah, now this list book is filled up. So now we just go for another activity and just pass this data to that books activity as this list book. Here in this book activity we already declared this list book as a public variable. Then we can share these things from the other background process utility. So now in this create event we just go for all those things, all the value from we are founding and bind that tile view dynamically. And here we have option to create any on book click. Then we just go for the details of that book. And also actually the on that we click on the show book button, and this show book button actually we call this all function, this that recycle view adapter utility, and also that list book we got as output. Then we just set that output as the adapter, and just show that adapter in a recycle view. So this is actually linked with this card viewed item books. If we go for text here the this is that all the emails, book ID and also title, the title plus all these things here. Actually this card view actually binded with this adapter class. Here I just put this item view and that title, price, everything is binding with this adapter. Now I just quite close all these things for our further description.
And guys, also I have to go home and then I will upload it.
Now at first I go for that books activity. We can go for that create book post method. I think description. This is sale book activity. We have this activity in a design view here. Sorry, yeah, this is our sale book. We put so many fields and the background Java class is here. During loading this page, we just receive all the control as a name, local variable, and then we just whenever we click on this button, this is a save button, and here I just this button is called that ID is the only button, and here on click I call this onsend method. So this is that onsend method. Here at first I check some field as that title is empty or not, price is empty or not, then also ISBN number empty or not, because these fields all are mandatory. If user don't put these fields, then it cannot be saved. So if you know any field is empty here without description, I think so description is not mandatory, but other fields are mandatory. Then we just go say some message, just please enter all value. If all the field is filled up already, then it's just go for another API method. This means is that our books post method, and here is this class actually our child class. Here we just go for that method. This is just a common method for calling any post method, but I have to check that here is the output on post method, that is this book is saved or not. So here we check that is if this book is saved, then this will return me the full book data. So if that book ID I found that not empty, then means it's return me all data. So I just check it that book ID is not empty, then I can go for the home page, that checking that yeah, this book is already there showing them. Or and for posting this data we have to take all the data of whatever things. So this is the function build JSON object where we put the request, build the request. So here we put all this title, description, ISBN number, publisher, edition, whatever field we need. So we put every data here, and then just this JSON object actually called from the other function here. This is the actually calling this function. This is they are calling build this JSON object, then send this post request by another method, and they send this method to the API server, then receive the result as a response, and this response also they return as a JSON result. This result actually I get on this post execute method. This is our main post method. But this is little bit same for everything, so, but we need to change all the build JSON object, link, and the accepting result. This is different from some other activities. So I just close this book entry form now. Now go for the registration. For the API registration, this is our design view. Whenever we registered with email address and things, this registration activity is here. Here also we just do same thing little bit, just checking the validation is the email, phone number and password is empty or not. Otherwise we did not allow user to go for this API. This API calls this user with roles and register API, and then call same post method. But here this I can go for the build JSON at first. This is the we need only 3 field here, that email, password and phone number. We prepare the request here, then send this request and receive the response, and this is the response. In response here actually we found some word like is this registration created or not. If we know that 201 is the HTTP status code for any row created in a database. So we just check that is status code is 201 or not. If then 1, then it's successfully registered. So we just go for another activity, but before going that we have to put this email address and phone number for passing to the profile, because he has already give this phone number and email. We don't need these things again, because in during profile we need to inform that this email profiles is there. So now we go for the profile activity. This is the profile activity design. Here we put first name, last name and credit card number, and this is the Java code profile activity. Here also we call these things uh, uh, here at first we need to catch that string, whatever we send the registration page, that what email is there. This is email, and also phone number. We just check it that is coming here. Then we just go for that. So whenever we get that update profile button, there is a button. This is a register user update profile button. So whenever we click, then on sent this event is coming triggered. And here also we check that first name, last name should be there. Also the credit card number, because without credit card number we did not allow user to register here, because maybe he put some dummy books, but he never give that book to the buyer. That's why. Then this is the link for our API for updating profile, users update profile. And here you can see that the build object is sending that username, first name, last name, all the emails, phone number, credit card number. And here we put we check that on post execution, we again check that status code 201, this profile is updated or not, because this is affected on that user table. And before that registration activity affected on that ASP.NET user table. So this for the registration. And during ordering, I can say that for we need to send order activities. Actually, whenever we go for any search book, then it will go this for this field that with showing the details of that books and give us the checkout button. So in order detail activity on a page load, we just receive that all the data which book is viewing here. So this is actually that search result. And if we go for the home page, actually show detail books, this is the book detail page that showing the all the information about description, ISBN whenever we click on any book. And for ordering, whenever we go for that page book details, there is some button. Okay, just close some things here. Yeah, there is a button for checkout. Yeah, this is the button checkout. So on this click of checkout, we will go for the order. But before checkout, we have to put that book ID, book price, everything from the previous activity, because we will just searching for this book's ID and the price. Then we go for this checkout event. Then we check, we already know that which book is selected and what is price is showing in the page, because this price is sometimes updated always. So this we need this price. And now we just call the another activity for doing the payment. So this is a payment activity. We go for the payment. The selected for buying this book now. And this payment activity, we have to read again all this user ID, credit card information from login, because we know from this shared preference, we just shared all our session user ID, password, also not password, session user ID, credit card number, full name, also phone number, and if they put address also. And then we just set these things for this, because in profile activity we have some field. Here we can see that we have the name, address, also some credit card number, phone number. So the user don't want to put it again, because they already provide during registration. That's why we put it on the session and receive it here and set it again. and also which book he want to buy and in what price selected from this home page. Now if he or she can confirm this button, then this click event is triggered. On this confirm email we just receive every entry data, and also here we check that credit card number, address and name is empty or not. If not empty, then we have to give some error message. Otherwise we can call this order API, whatever call that API order as a post method. Then in this post method also we have that build session object. There we put all this book ID, how many quantity, price, which user is actually buying this book, and whoever before post this book and whatever date or something. And during result also we know that if order is created there will be some order ID. So based on this order ID I just track that this order is created successfully. So this is the then we can go for the confirmation page, confirmation activity. So this is the confirmation activity. There is just showing some predefined message, and maybe if there is a tracking number, then we can show it here.
And now last part is testing, and all my test cases is here. So if we click there, make it bigger screen, and if we run this testing, and yeah, I like to run this simulator. So it's still running the test. Yes, and finally it says all test pass. So in that case, our testing also okay. And also there are other test is here, and the score is here, and there are also some other testing, UI testing, and I think that's it from our side, Professor. Uh, I think you will consider us like as a we are very very small group team, a very small team, and where our last member is joined at the 11th hour. So you consider our works, and here also we put the industry standard code practice like purpose and author date, and that's it. Thank you. And also I like to add something what we are learning, like we learn actually from this course a lot of things, especially how to mobile apps deal with API and cloud database is really first time for me, and also some testing, and I think like in my though we give I mean the peer evaluation at the end of the day, but still I will say like our team member like all are doing good job, fascinating job in their arena. For example, like Ian is always keep communicating with us and solving with us when any database API or Swagger or any issue, always helping, and Sheila is keep doing both the coding in Android and also in API, and also I did like UI part and also some to solving the API part, and also Kajal, she did wonderful job. She keep documenting everything and day to day to keep touching with us. So in my observation, my personal observation, all group member are excellent and they are keep doing and their own job. But still, I like to say sorry to you. Like we have some legacy in our first iteration, and I like to give you thank on behalf of our team that you did you considered it, and it's really appreciate. I like to appreciate your consideration and thank you very much.